Madam Administrator. Your appointment has arrived. However, is accompanied.
Miss Hopps is more than welcome to join us. The elevator is waiting for them.
Yes, madam.
Nicholas! It has been too long. You look... serious.
Comes with the job. This is Judy Hopps, though I'm sure you know that. Judy, this is Neveen.
It's a pleasure to meet you at last, Judy. You have caused quite a commotion in Zootopia in a very short time.
Through no fault of my own.
Oh, don't take that as an accusation. It is not your fault that the city has some elements that resist the idea of justice.
Though it's not common for them to resist as violently as I've encountered since I arrived.
Yes, some less expected than others, but it's not simply resistance to justice. Do you understand what I mean, Nicholas?
I have already given her the moth to the flame speech.
Have you? The point remains the same. There are always those who will take advantage of unusual circumstances to show their true colors. Someone they believe they don't like causing trouble in a play they love, though they never understand the love for a place, such as Zootopia, only carries so far as that place holds to their own beliefs. Do you think this is why someone in Zootopia is trying to remove you, Miss Hopps?
I don't think that I am as important as everyone is making me out to be. It's not me that someone is after. It is stopping me from getting to the truth. Even the Arton case isn't important, but the fact that someone successfully framed him for the murder of his wife, even though there was never real evidence to support that.
What makes you so certain he isn't the murderer the courts convinced him of being?
What makes you so certain that he is?
Oh, I don't think he is guilty at all. I am absolutely certain that he's innocent. I know the mammal, after all. There isn't a killer's bone anywhere in his body, which is saying something about a predator. And he did love his wife so much. No, I believe he would have chopped off his own paws and feet if he believed they could be used to hurt her.
Then why are you allowing this? You could pardon him instead of forcing this very public spectacle from going on.
Ah, but that wouldn't really solve anything, now would it? A governmental pardon would be seen as a ploy to gain favor. Legally, it absolves guilt and grants freedom from whatever charges are pardoned. But in the eyes of the people, it almost always leaves room for doubt. Mammals at large have always been wary of favors from the government. Even if they were in their best interest, it would be more productive if someone, namely you, were to prove his innocence in a very public spectacle.
to not only prove his innocence beyond a shadow of a doubt, but to ensure that you look like a good Samaritan because you set the wheels in motion when you invited me to represent Mr. Otterton.
Exactly. I am a political figure that was never elected to office. After all, not by the mammals of Zootopia directly. I was elected by the council, who were themselves elected by the mammals of Zootopia, to oversee the day-to-day administration so that they would be free to pursue the larger issues of their own stations. Thus the title they placed on my station.
And set you in an office that sits on the highest point in the city, above the council itself?
It is important to keep perspective, Miss Hopps. This is the perspective the council wanted me to have. As Zootopia grows and becomes more complex, the council found it harder to focus on the tasks they were elected to perform, be it education, finance, military, and they began to see the need for someone to look at the big picture.
Like risking the life of an innocent lawyer for the sake of scoring political points with the populace?
I know that I am being used as a scapegoat. I was fully prepared to come to the city alone, expecting that some mammals might try to kill me just because I am a bunny. Because a bunny wouldn't be welcome. Seems like a long time ago that I was that naive, even though I've hardly been here a week.
Bunnies have never been as reviled in Zootopia as the Commonwealth would have its population believe. Most of us are in favor of lifting the ban, but the council remains hesitant thanks to certain pressures outside our borders. There are no ravenous hordes of foxes marching the streets in search of lost bunnies on the outskirts, after all.
But there are people who want me dead. And whoever they might be, they seem to want my execution to be public at the very least. And because you stepped over the current laws to let me represent Otterton, someone, perhaps multiple someones, could take advantage of my death to point the blame on you.
Which would, very effectively, ensure that all trust in me as administrator would evaporate, and would also destabilize the public trust in the council, because they are the ones who put me where I am today.
But you already knew that. That's why you had someone ready to swoop in and save the day when the first attack came.
Nicholas, if you're going to accuse me, you could at the very least do me the courtesy of acknowledging that I still exist. It is very childish of you to avoid looking at me.
He's looking at me.
Jack, I told you everything would be fine without you. Nicholas would never hurt me. Would you?
No, I would never hurt you, Neveen.
Welcome to the end of this part of this chapter. I want to thank you for watching it to the end if you have, and I would also love to thank the wonderful voice actors who still continue to bring this comic alive. And for the next part of this chapter, hopefully will be coming out a lot sooner than 2 months.